Yeah. Marker is not.
Sir, good afternoon, Jayachandran, sir. Sir, your voice is not audible.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Everyone. Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to one and all. On behalf of EC Department and Institutions Innovation Council of Power Engineering College, we extend a very warm welcome to our most respected principal, sir, who is unfortunately able to join the meeting, but he conveyed his regards to you, sir, Mr. Jayachandran, sir. Thank you. A gracious welcome to the resource speaker, Mr. D. Jayachandran, founder and CEO, JCA Filings, Unit 2 of Nanda Engineering College, who was kind enough to accept our invitation to enlighten our students. Welcome you, sir. I welcome our head of the department, Dr. M. Sudha, Professor EC, who always kindles us towards success. Welcome you, madam. I'm happy to welcome the Vice President of Institutions Innovation Council, Dr. K. Sundaramurthy, Professor Mechanical Department, who guides us in all our activities under Institution Innovation Council. Welcome you, sir. I also welcome the Entrepreneurship Development Cell Coordinator, Dr. Pugalendi, sir, and all the department EDC and IAC coordinators. Welcome all the faculty. I also extend my welcome to the faculty and students from Power Engineering College as well as from other institutions who are a part of this webinar. Once again, I welcome you all. So before we go on with the webinar, let me give a small brief about our resource speaker. Mr. T. Jayachandran is a founder and CEO of MSME registered startup company named JC Filings. The company has signed a memorandum of understanding with Learner's Choice, a startup company, and he's an advisor board member for intellectual property rights services in Trodo 3D, MSME registered company, Tirupur, Tamil Nadu since 2021. He has been working as an assistant professor, senior grade in Nanda Engineering College, and has a teaching experience of 13.5 years in academics and who is currently pursuing his philosophy of doctorate in Anna University. He has received 6 copyrights, 1 patent grant, 1 patent examination report, and has published 5 patents and received 1 trademark. He has delivered a lot of seminars and workshops under IEI sponsored IETE for different colleges and institutions all over India. He has also delivered an online workshop on IEEE paper formatting, given a motivational session under faculty development program for the title Teaching Pedagogy and Outcome-Based Learning in different colleges. He offers courses in Udemy certification, and he has covered various topics in YouTube in the name JC Lecture Academy with more than 3.4K subscribers. He has received funding from Tamil Nadu State Council from Science and Technology and from other different funding agencies. His awards and achievements: he has received Best Senior Faculty Award, Shield of Appreciation from Texas Instruments, Best Achievement Award from TESPA, from the Pondicherry Chief Minister, Best Proctor Award in the year 2018, and different awards from Nanda Engineering College as well as from other bodies. So he has done a lot of initiatives in the college as his own startup activities in his college in and around the campus, has initiated Go Green activity, developed learning media system for the college, initiated e-waste management, and has mentored software for smart screen reader. He has published a lot of papers in national and international journals and conferences. And we are indeed very happy to have a multidisciplinary person to enlighten our students and our faculty today. Welcome you, sir, and it is to you.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me present my screen. Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank Power Engineering College and President IIC Prem Kumar sir, Vice President Sundaramurthy sir, Convener Mohana Priya ma'am, and one more convener, Dr. M. Sudha ma'am. Thanks for the opportunity, and I thank all the students who are participating in this online session on turn your ideas into patent. Right. So this seminar all about giving an idea about how to turn your final year projects or third year projects or your any ideas into a patent one. So to understand how to convert your ideas into patent, let us investigate what is intellectual property and what is physical property and what is intellectual property rights. From there, we can extend our discussion into how to convert the ideas into patent. So let me begin with what is intellectual property. So to understand intellectual property, let us investigate what is physical property. So physical property means which you can touch and feel. That is actually called physical property. And the best examples are there are two kinds of physical properties. One is movable property and immovable properties. If it is immovable properties, like we have house and land, they are called immovable properties, and movable properties like cars and other things. So if you consider immovable property like land or house, how do you protect or how do you claim that the particular land is your land? So for that, our government gives a registration certificate. Along with a registration certificate, we have Pata, Sita, all these things that add security and tells you that you are the sole property or your family is the owner of the particular land. And if you are a owner of the land, you can cultivate or you can dig a tunnel, or if you want to build a building or if you want to do farming. So whatever you want to do, you can do in that particular land because you are the owner of the land. And that ownership is derived or secured by our government. This is for the physical property. In the same way, there is another kind of property is what is called intellectual property. So intellectual property are nothing but whatever your mind creates, they are simply called intellectual property. See, to protect or secure your physical property, our government supports providing some sort of registration certificate that tells you you are the owner. In the same way, you have to protect or secure your own creations. Creations may be a new invention or development, or it may be any new artistic work, or it may be any poetic work or writing works, or it may be a piece of music, or it may be any kind of symbols or designs that is derived from our mind. So these all are called mind creation in general. So these mind creations are actually called intellectual property. Similar to the physical property security, our government that gives you protection to the intellectual property also. See, the reason why we need protection for the creation of the mind is, if you are not protecting your land, anybody can use your land, because unless it is your land, anybody can use it because it is a public property. If you want to secure your own land for your own purpose, then you have to secure that by registering that properly in a government. If not, it is considered as a public property, so anybody can use it, anybody can come in, anybody whatever they want they can do, because it is a public property. So all public can have rights to use the public property, like public transport and other things. We cannot say or we cannot restrict others to come into our land. So if you want to restrict others intervene or interference into your land, then you want to protect it. That is for the physical property. In the same way, your inventions or your creations or your musics, instead of using others, if you want to use only for your own purpose, your own profit, your own earnings, then it should be protected under intellectual property rights. And that is why it is called intellectual property rights. That rights given to the ownership, kind of any ownership. It may be an inventors, or it may be an author, or it may be any other forums or company. So you will have only ownership that you should use your own creations. which means you are restricting others to use your own creation of your intellectual property, right? So that is where the intellectual property coming into the picture. So according to the government, so these are all general intellectual property mind creations. According to government, they have classified these intellectual property into different categories. For example, the listed items are here. I think you can see the screen. One is patent, the other one is copyright, the other one is trademark and trade secret. And apart from this, we have other intellectual property also. And today we will be mainly focusing on patent and how your ideas can be converted into a patented one. Okay, so let us investigate what is patent, copyright, trademark, so that we can easily differentiate what is patent when compared to copyright and other intellectual property. Okay, so I hope made it clear what is intellectual property. So as I mentioned, why do we need IP or intellectual property rights? The first and foremost thing is security and protection, which means others cannot use your ideas or creations. It may be any kind of creation. And the second one is recognition and credit. It is not just recognition alone. Through the recognition, you can earn the profit also. For example, let us suppose Thomas Alva Edison, he invented electrical bulb. Till now, we have been giving example as for the invented, for the electrical bulb is Mr. Thomas Alva Edison. It is not only just recognition, but also by selling that property, he can earn the profit also. Like that, if you are inventing a new pen or inventing a new cell phone, inventing a new chair, sofa, new type of kind of laptops, whatever the things you are creating or innovating or inventing, you can earn the profit by selling it. It means that only you can sell your own ideas, not others. That is why IPR comes into the picture. And not only that, you can have more business growth. And it is not only that, but also we have encouraging ideas by securing them. If government secures our ideas, new inventions, then we will be freely to announce that in the public. We will bring that into the market. If it is not protected by government, then everybody will fear to introduce your ideas, because others can copy, others can misuse your ideas and innovations and inventions. So by securing that, it will encourage more ideas also. And along with that, it is a pride to nation, because whenever we say Thomas Alva Edison, USA also coming along with this particular name. So because of these reasons, we need intellectual property rights. Yeah, so let us understand how patent differs from the other intellectual properties. So first is patent. So patent, who it is for? It is for the inventors. Inventor means who is inventing new things or developing from the existing models. So it is two kind of thing. One is patent means you are inventing new thing, or you can develop from the existing methods or existing products. Say for example, you have a pen, right? Initially we got a, for example, ink pen. From the ink pen, we developed into ballpoint pen. From the ballpoint pen, we have switch pen, and there are three colors can be used in a single pen. All these things are development of the same product, right? So either you can invent a new thing like introducing a pen into the market, or you are improving the pen, which means that gadgets by improving from the existing method. That is also considered as a patent. Okay. And the most important thing is in India, we have patent only for the hardware components, not for the softwares. Okay. So examples are machines, technologies, and gadgets, not for the software and software products. But software can be a part of your patent, but sole software alone will not get any patent. Okay. So this is all about patent. So either you can invent new thing or you can develop from the existing thing, and it is for the hardware components. And the second one is trademark. So trademark, who it is for? It is for the companies or brand. For example, Coca-Cola or Reliance, they are called brand name. So Reliance work hard to develop their name, and all of a sudden, if I start a company, for example, petroleum company, and I put Reliance for my company, it is an offense one, because Reliance is a branded one. They have developed their market value to some extent, and just I'm using their name for my own profit, it is an offense. So it should be protected under trademark category. So what are the things can be protected under trademark is, it is mainly for the goods and services and business purposes. And what can be coming under trademarks is nothing but your brand name like Reliance, Coca-Cola, Apple, Microsoft, whatever the things, the company name, JC filings, all these things are brand name. So that can be protected under trademark. It is not just stopped with that. It is also like short phrases. Your logos can be protected under trademarks. So all kind of logo associated with the name and business purposes, things, everything can be protected under trademark. Like the best example is the short phrases means we can say whenever we say thumbs up, we have a tagline is called taste the thunder, right? That taste the thunder is also protected under trademark, right? So not a paragraph, it is a short phrases like taste the thunder, mango, fruity, fresh and juicy, all these taglines associated with that particular company coming under the trademarks, right? So trademark is mainly for the goods and services or business purposes, especially for the brand names, brand logos associated with other items to this particular trademark. And there are other classifications also available, but to understand what it is, I'm just giving an overview. And then copyright. So who it is for? It is for creators. And what are coming under the creation of the copywriters? It is writing work, recording work, musical works, artistic work, photographic work, videographic work, and along with that we have softwares, application developed. All these things coming under the copyright. Why software is coming under copyright category is because software or application what you develop, they run with the help of the background codings. So those codings are actually considered as a literary work, which means writing work. So that has been taken as a taken into the copyright category, not into the patent category. Okay, so copyright is for the creation of your writings, recordings, songs, artistic work, photographic work, videographic work. All these things are protected under copyright law. And trademark that gives protection to your brands, business and goods purposes, goods and services. And patent is for your inventions and development from the existing method, and it is purely for the hardware kind of components. So I hope I made it clear how patent is different from trademark and from copyright. Yeah. So in India, there are two types of patents available. One is utility patent, the other one is design patent. So what it is called utility and what it is called design. So from the word itself, we can derive or understand what is utility patent. So utility patent is simply may be granted to anyone who invents or discover any new useful process, machines, article of manufacturing or composition of matter or any new useful improvement. Simply I put like this, utility patent is functionality of your invention. Okay, how the particular invention is working or processing, that is actually called functionality of your invention. Design patent means the outlook of the patent. How does your invention look like? That is nothing but your design patent. Say for example, you are designing a new engine or improving a new engine that reduces some fuel consumption, right? Say for example, so how your designed engine or improved engine that reduces that fuel, so that idea is actually nothing but your utility patent. The same way, how the invented engine looks like, the outer look, the shape of the engine, that is actually called design patent, right? So functionality, how does it work, how does it process, all these things coming under utility patent. Design is purely for the outlook of the particular patent, and outlook of the patent means it is simply comparing the existing engine patent with the new introduced design pattern what you give, and by comparing these items judged by solely human eyes, they will give you grant. Okay, and validity of utility patent is 20 years, and you have to renewal every year after 3 years of can. And design patent is for 15 years, and after that it is a public domain, anybody can use. Like Ponniyin Selvan is a public domain now, though it is a copyrighted one, but it is a public domain now. The copyright period was over because everything has some validity, and that is why Mani Ratnam took the movie Ponniyin Selvan, not Kamal Haasan or MGR, because it is a public domain, anybody can freely use it because it has its own validity. Like patent has its own validity for 20 years and design is 15 years. Yeah, so these are all some examples for your view. So in this line, you can see pictures. This is actually a most important part, drawing part. And this will give you how this trolley works. That is actually nothing but your utility pattern. How the shoe will functions to keep a man in the 45-degree angle like Michael Jackson show. That functionality of the shoe, that is your utility pattern. How this outlook of the shoe, that is nothing but your design pattern. And even more clear, we can see the design pattern in this way. See, there are plenty of design available in Dove shampoo. See, these are called design pattern, right? Which means that how the outlook of the particular bottle, shampoo bottle, that is nothing but your design pattern. The chair outlook is actually a design pattern, right? Functionality, how the trolley works and how the shoe keeps a man in 45-degree angle, that is actually a utility pattern. How it functions or process, that is actually a utility pattern. Yeah, still we have this production, but knowingly or unknowingly we have this dispute. So technically, if you are misusing others' invention or the improvement for your own use, knowingly or unknowingly, there is actually technically called infringement, patent infringement, copyright infringement, all these things. One of the examples which is available in Google also, right? One of the invention, digital twin spark ignition technology by TVS Motor, actually they misused this one, and Bajaj actually invented the property. The DTSI was intellectual property of Bajaj, but knowingly or unknowingly, TVS company used the same item. So they filed a complaint against them, and the court ordered that TVS should not use this particular technology until the validity is over, right? So till then, or if you want to claim some money out of it for the misuse of your technology of other companies, you can still claim the money also for your invention, because they misused your technology, what is patented. But if you have not patented this item, then you cannot ask anything, because it is not a protected domain, it is like a public domain. So for that, you want to protect it. If it is not under patent protection, then you cannot file a complaint against TVS Motor, because it is freely available like a public property. Okay, so to use only for your own purpose, you have to protect your own inventions. And there are another case also available, and one of the cases between Lucent and Microsoft Technology. And actually the Lucent company, they introduced encoding and compression technology in their Windows media player, but knowingly or unknowingly, Microsoft used the same technology in their own media player. So Lucent company filed a complaint, and in return, this company, Lucent company, they got 1.5 billion American dollar from Microsoft, right? 1.5 billion is not a small money, it's a huge amount, right? Unless it is not protected, you cannot claim anything or any profit out of it. So we need a proper protection under Indian patent law. And I said that there is no patent for software. Then how comes this encoding and compression technology in Windows Media Player got patent? Because in USA, they provide patent for software under some other rules and regulations, but it is not the case in India. But in USA, they provide exclusive patent for software according to their own rules and regulations, but not in India. Right. So this is the most important area where most of the students should concentrate more to develop your fine layer project, especially. Right. So what cannot be patented? I said that what can be patented, your inventions, or if you want to improve anything from the existing method, anything, any ideas that can be patented, right? But what cannot be patented is your inventions or idea that is contrary to established natural laws, which means you are doing any invention that is against the natural law, that cannot be patented, which is a ground refusal of all these things. And the way similar way, if you are developing an invention that is a morality, against the morality or injurious to public health, that will not be given patent. And discovery of any scientific principles, like V equal to IR is a scientific principle, you cannot get patent for that. It is an abstract theory, like, right? So it should be a invention. I'll tell you that also, why this scientific principle cannot be patented, right? And the same way, admixture resulting in only the aggregation of 2 or 3 properties, which means mixing of 2 and 3 properties and providing the other one will not be patented. And this area, the mere arrangement and rearrangement or duplication of known devices, each functioning independently, mark this word, each functioning independently of one another in a known way, that cannot be patented. So usually what we do in final years, I also advise my students the same. When you are doing final year project, we take 2 to 3 technologies, we combine them, and we are giving an application into the new area. For example, if you are developing a trolley is already there, and you are inserting an RFID to scan the items, and you have a weight machine inside it, and that will give you the weight of the particular product. So this item cannot be patented because RFID is already there, trolley is already there, weighting methodology is already there. If you simply combine these three and giving application of any market or any malls, it is not a patented, because RFID, it will work its own duty, right? In the same way, weight machine, it will do its own duty. Your trolley, it will do its own duty. All three works independently, not interdependently. Mark my word. So all these three things, they work independently, not dependently or interdependently. So this interdependent items can be patented, but independent item cannot be patented, which means these items will do their work. Say for example, in the cell phone, camera, that does it work, and other items, that does it work. All together, you cannot get a patented one, right? So what can be patented? When you are combining 2 to 3 things, they should combine and produce the new result. Say for example, blade is a invention, right? And razor is another invention. Without blade, the razor is useless, and without razor, blade is useless in shaving, right? But when you combine these two, with respect to the movement of the razor, your blade will work. Without blade, the razor will not work. So combinedly, this can be a patented one. So known items, when you are combining, if they work independently, that will not be patented. If they work interdependently, which means depends on one another, that can be a patented one. So this area, one has to give more concentration when we do final year projects. So all the items should not work independently. If they work interdependently, it can be a patented one. Okay, I hope I made it clear. And along with that, your agricultural method or any invention related to atomic energy, all these things will not be patented. And like mathematical formulas, business method, computer program, and literary, dramatic, musical work, because they are coming under what is it called, copyright area. And along with that, the traditional knowledge, if it is publicly known to others, then it is not a patented one. Like the best example everyone will give, that turmeric used for some medicine, it is known to everyone, right? That cannot be patented. What can be patented is that should not be obvious to others. Obvious to others means no one should know about your invention, no one should know about your the new improvement. If that is the case, that is called non-obviousness, and that can be patented. If it is known to others, it is not a patented one. So one of the examples is traditional knowledge. So year long, we have been using some technology for medicine or some other thing. If it is known to others or everyone, that is not coming under the patented one. Okay, so what cannot be patented was clear in the previous slide. And how do you convert your ideas into patent? That's what we are going to see in this particular slide. So first and foremost thing is, you need to identify the problem. Whenever you are doing a project or doing any kind of inventions or innovation, we need a problem, or you may create a new scope in the existing method. So problem domain means, say for example, at night when we sleep, mosquito biting is a problem, right? So to avoid that, we have different kind of inventions. Like one is the mosquito net, that can be a new invention. Mosquito bat is also a new invention. Mosquito screen for the window is also a kind of invention. And there are different types of mosquito net on the bed, that also a new invention. So when we have a problem domain, how do you give solution to the particular problem? That should be documented very clearly. So for what problem you are giving your ideas to rectify that problem. So for example is mosquito bite, we are developing a mosquito bat, right? So once you got this idea, by giving a little electrical shock to the mosquito, you can kill the mosquito. That is what we use in the in our homes, right? So by just touching the mosquito, it will burn out. So that is an invention, and that invention you should be document very clearly for the problem. And the second one, once you got an idea of creating mosquito bat, it is already available, but I'm just taking for example, and you want to search it, whether this type of idea is already available in patent office or not, right? So how to search is, there are plenty of search websites available. One of the some of the items I have listed here, eSpaceNet, Google Patent, and USPTO, and INPASS. So INPASS is nothing but your Indian Patent Office search engine. And eSpaceNet, Google Patent, and USPTO, they all provide your search engine. So you are developing, or you have an idea, you conceived an idea of creating a mosquito bat, and you want to search whether the mosquito bat is already available in the market or already there in the patent office. If you find that there is a availability of the bat, then you have to study about the mosquito bat, what type of technology they used, what type of voltage they produced to kill the mosquito, and how they used the button, or how they use the charging mechanism in the net, and how the shape of the mosquito net. All these things are there in the patent document. So you should thoroughly read about that particular patent items. And then if you are able to produce or develop something from the existing method, then you can get a patent for that particular claim. So whatever you develop from the existing method, that is actually called a claim, right? So for that claim, you can get patent from the existing method, right? It is not necessary that you should invent a new thing, but developing things from the existing method is also considered as a patented one. Okay. And once you searched the patent and you got some unique ideas that is not available already in the patent office, the document, then what you have to do is you have to develop the drawing of the own ideas. So first thing is we created a document for the problem domain, and we searched that there is no unique idea of what you thought. It is not available in the patent document. Then the next thing is you have to create a drawing, or you can develop a prototype also, right? So with the drawing also you can get patent. It is not necessary that you should develop a prototype or project or product. With the drawings, if you are able to explain to the examiner how your mosquito bat is working, then it is subject matter of patented one. Okay. So to create a drawing, there are plenty of softwares, free softwares and paid software also available. Or if you are good at hand drawing to project your ideas into a clear way to the examiner, then still you can use hand drawing also. There is no issue. But if you have a unique idea, but still I refer to go with the softwares, because that will give you a clear, crystal clear picture that will support your ideas, and that will give you a clear explanation to the examiner, because we have a sayings like picture speaks more than words, right? Anyhow, we are going to describe the invention, but still along with the drawing, we can give more clarity to the examiner. Once the examiner understood the new idea, innovation, then it is easy to get patent. So kindly prefer to go with softwares compared to the hand drawings and other photographic items. So third thing is creating drawings or prototype is the next step to convert your ideas into a patent. And the fourth area is filing patent. So it is not like creating a Gmail account, because it is a filing patent. So you have to follow some procedure. Like there are different types of forms available, and you have to fill the form clearly, and you have to describe items. You have to write the claims for the ideas what you conceived in your mind, and along with that you have to understand how to apply, or how much amount should pay for the form 1 and other things. All these things are actually coming under the proceduring way to file a patent. Okay. And that is where the most of the agents like us coming into the picture, we support others for filing the patent, because they do not know the procedures, right? So we are here in the fourth step, and we support other items also in case to case different. And once you file a patent, then you have to wait for the reply from the examiner. And if there is any grievance given by examiner, then you have to reply to the examiner's report by stating that you are unique, or you have developed something new which is not exist already in the market, right? It is not known to everyone, which is called non-obviousness. And once you did and you got a patent, then the last step is commercialize the patent, right? So commercialize the patent means from the drawings, right? You clearly explain to the examiner, and for the drawing itself you got a patent, right? Your idea was clear. And then you have to develop that drawing into prototype and check whether the prototype is perfectly working before coming into the market. Like the mosquito bat, you have to check whether what is it called, whether the prototype works perfectly or not, or if you touch the mosquito bat, how much shock a human being will get. So all these things items are coming in the prototype itself. So in prototype itself, you have to kill some of the mosquito purposely to check whether it is perfectly killing the insects or mosquitoes or other items, right? And killing machine is actually against the law. I said in the patent, what cannot be patented, killing machine is not a patented one. But there are plenty of mosquito bats awarded as a granted as a patented one. The reason what they stated is because of mosquito, there are plenty of human deaths occur. So to overcome that, we need these kind of patent like mosquito, bat, or insect killer, other items also there. So they defended to the patent office. It is available in all over the world, right? Not only in India, but others also have this particular killing machines like small insects killing machine, mosquito killing bat like this. So they are a patented one. So you can see these type of things available in the market also. So before developing a product, you have to check whether the product working or not in prototype itself. And once the prototype is successfully passed the testing, then you can develop the product and you can commercialize it. Okay, so once you commercialize it, then you'll get a profit out of it. But before filing the patent, if you skip the fourth step and directly from the first step, if you make that into the available in the market, then you cannot protect the items, because anybody can use your items, right? Because it is not a protected one. So you have to have this particular step in your mind whenever you create or we create some kind of innovations or improvement or new things before coming into the market, right? So this is how one should follow ideas into patent, right? So you have to document your ideas, search whether your idea is already available in the patent site or not by using any of the search engines or all of the search engines, and create drawings for or the prototype by using softwares and file a patent, and then finally after the grant you can commercialize it. Okay. So this is Indian patent search, and I have given a link over here. So this is espacenet.com. You can search there also. Right. Let me click over here. It is 3:40. I'll take 5 to 10 minutes to show how to search in this. Yes, it is simple. Just type mosquito. See here, we have 1,68,360 results found. So reading all these things is not possible, right? Then you have to narrow down your search by doing advanced search by adding some other field. So for example, I used bat, mosquito bat. From 1,68,000, it is reduced to 2,528 search up, right? And the battery is a rechargeable battery. Then you can add one more item also, or electronic, right? Electronic or electrical. Then give search. You got only 453 results found. So in the same way, if you are using a new items or new technology, like you can combine two to other items also, but that should work interdependently, right? So you can add like this to add more technical terms from your ideas. So that technical term still narrow down your search so that you can read even more smaller documents compared to the 1,68,000 documents, right? Instead of reading that, you can narrow down your search. Say for example, rechargeable. I think my spelling is correct. Yeah. So rechargeable, electronic, mosquito, bat, all these things are there in the title and in the description itself. Now we have reduced the search into 34 from 1,68,000 patents items. So like that, one can narrow down the search to check how the items are available in the patent office. But the most important thing is when you are searching like this, you have to use synonyms also, because some people use rechargeable, some people use synonyms of the rechargeable in the description and the title. If you are not searching with the synonyms, then still you will get confused because it may be already available in the market or in the patent office. So searching is the most important thing, where you want to search with the synonyms as well as other technical content what you are developing. If you feed these things like this, then you can narrow down your search so that you can understand or you can read only less document compared to the 168 mosquito documents. Okay, so this is one of the ways that we can do a search. Excuse me. And this is our Indian Patent Office, but Indian Patent Office search is not that much effective from my experience because we do services to others. So here, this is your Indian Patent Office search engine, and here you can see published work and granted work, and you can click granted work and just give some kind of mosquito and come down here, right? 30, I think it is L. Okay, let us change it. 8 or yeah, you'll get this. So whatever the title which has mosquito, you will get that particular item over here. Okay. So mosquito attractor and killer for indoor use, mosquito attractor and killer for outdoor use. And if you go here, where to see the document or description of the particular patent is here, application status. Click the application status and scroll down and you see view documents. So in the view documents, you can see all the documents filed by the inventors or applicants. Someone kindly mute the others, please.
Sir, kindly unmute and speak, sir. I've just muted everybody, please.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So here you can see all type of documents, drawings, all these things. Say, for example, let us take drawings. How they have designed mosquito attractor and killer machine. So this is all about the drawings available in the particular patent. And the same way you can see form 1, how to the fourth step now, form filing, all these things available here. So you can check complete specification to read the description of the entire patent. Okay. So here you can see field of invention, background of the invention, and objectives of the inventions, and summary of the invention, and brief description of drawings, the invention. All these things will be available in the document itself. By reading this, you can understand whether your idea is same to this one or you are differing from the others items. So from there, you can develop your ideas into a patented one, right? And my suggestion, I usually tell to my department also that whenever we do final year projects, in the reference, we usually put only journal papers, right? But 1 or 2 items, if you are doing hardware projects, then students can search the Indian Patent Office or any other patent office which is relevant to their title, and they can take 1 or 2 patent reference also in the projects, right? That will be helpful in future because initially patent is only for meant for industries, right? But nowadays we also started driving towards this particular patent, copyrights, and other items, intellectual properties. So it will be useful to cultivate the students to incorporate some patent items which is relevant to the projects, can be added in the reference also in the report or some other journal papers also. Right. So this is all about patent search and applications reading description. Okay, last 10 minutes. So this is all about forms. There are different kind of forms available. Form 1, 2, 3, 5, 18 for the examination, and 9 is for the request for quick publication. All these things available, and you can search that in Google as well as in the patent office itself. You can see all these forms available. And this is the cost of the patent form. Form 1 is 1,600. Form 9 is 2,500 and Form 18 is 4,000. So approximately, if you file in online mode, you'll get 8,100. Sorry, 8,100. And if it is in offline mode, you'll get 400 rupees extra, which means 8,500, I guess. Okay. So this is all about how much amount you should pay to get patented. Okay. So initially you have to pay 1,600, and Form 9 is quick publication. Your like journal publication, they will also publish your inventions, ideas in the patent office. That is actually nothing but quick publication. You need to pay 2,500 rupees. And Form 18, 4,000 rupees for the examination. So once you file Form 18, they will examine your invention and they will give you a report whether it is okay or not. And if it is not okay, then what to do, how to reply. That is nothing but the first examination report, and you have to reply to the first examination report also. And one of my patent also in the stage of first examination report, we are doing that also. So what type of patent softwares can be used for drawing this? There are available softwares plenty, and I have listed out some. SmartDraw, CorelDRAW, AutoCAD also can be used, and SketchUp, Adobe Illustrator. And if you are good at CorelDRAW, you can still use CorelDRAW itself. We use this CorelDRAW for invitation and other purpose, but still this can be used for creating patent drawing. And AutoCAD is also one of the 3D patent drawing software that can be used to create patent drawing, because the drawing that will 100% support your description. Your description may go somewhere, mislead somewhere, but if you are supporting your document with pictures, it will be more clear to the examiners. So the queries will be less if you are adding more clear drawings to the supports to the what is it called, description and other items. Okay. Yeah, this is the flow of patent. So you have to file a patent at day 0, and it will be published after 18 months. But if you want to skip this 18 months, then you can file Form 9 with the extra 2,500 rupees, so that you will get 1 month publication. Okay. And within 1 month, your applications and other things available in the patent office journal. And then you have to request for examination. Examination we have to request within 48 months. And after this, they will give you examination report. And within the 6 months, you have to reply to the examination report, first the examination report. And if you're clear, or if you're overcoming all the obstacles given by first examination report, then it will be moved to the grant. So approximately it will take 3 to 4 years. And if it is more queries, more examination reports, and if you're following through the first line, it will take 4 to 5 years to get a grant. But there is a express way to get patent is just filing the patent along with Form 9. Form 9 is a quick publication. Within 1 month, it is published in the patent journal. And then you have to examine, you have to request for the examination by filing Form 18. Along with that, if you file Form 18A, right, instead of coming over here, which means 48 months, instead of coming after 2 years, you will get everything in 2 months just by adding Form 18A, right? So if you are good at your ideas that will surely get patent, then we can go with this 2 months request for early examination. That examination cost is 8,000. So if you want to know whether a patent is granted or not, or if you want to get grant within 3 to 5 months, then approximately you have to pay 16,100 rupees for the patent cost, and that will be given 3 to 5 months instead of 3 to 4 years. Okay, because of the money, nothing else. Because of this patent, 2019-20, I guess, patent office alone, they generated revenue around 930 crores approximately through the patent. Okay, 930 crores. Yeah, this is the same flow I have given in the flow chart. And as I said, there are 2 ways you can file patent. One is online mode. This is online mode where you have to create login by using digital signature. Or else you can go with the offline method that I showed in the Form 1, Form 2. You can download the forms from the patent office and you can fill it up. and add all the other necessary documents and apply to the patent office along with the form 1, form 9 fees, DD separately to the patent office. And within 3 days, you will receive a mail from the patent office to the corresponding mail ID what you have given in the address for services in the application. Okay. Yeah. So this is the most important thing, patentability. So as I said, there are examiners who will examine your patent. In what way they examine the patent? There are 3 ways. One is they will check whether it is novelty or not, and they will check whether it is inventive steps and non-obviousness. And third, they will check whether it is industrial application or not. Simply, I'll put it this way. Novelty means whether your idea is new or not. New or not means whether it is already published or granted, or it is known to others, or it is known to public. All these things are not considered as a novelty. Novelty means new things. So they will check whether your idea is already available in any kind of items, which means it may be a journal, or it may be a newspaper, it may be any other things. It should not be a old one. It should be a new one. So that idea should not be available in anywhere in the world, not in India, in the world. If that is the case, then this will pass this first check, novelty. And the second step is checking is inventive step and non-obviousness. Inventive step means what type of technical advancement you have given from the existing method. If it is existing, you are developing or improving the method, what type of technical advancement you have given from the existing method, that is actually called inventive step. Either you can do this one, or you can give economic significance. What it is called economic significance means you're developing or creating an items or developing an item that reduces the usage of fuel, that reduces cost of something else, that reduces weight of something else. This also can be considered as an inventive step, which means that you have done something that reduces the fuel consumption, or that reduces the weight of the particular thing, or it may be some kind of socio or economic significance that should be present in the particular invention. That is also considered as an inventive step. So either you can go with the technical advancement, or the engine what you design that will reduce the consumption of the fuel, right? That is also considered as an inventive step. Either you can go that or this. Along with, it should not be obvious to any person skilled in the art. Any person skilled in the art means if just by reading the document, if I can understand it is already available in the market, then you cannot given as a patented one. That is called non-obvious. Non-obvious means it is clear, right? Non-obvious means it should not be clear to others. That is actually called second step, and the second check also. And once you clear this, they will check whether it is industrial application available or not, which means whether it can be used in industry or it can be reproduced in the industry. Say, for example, mosquito bat, mosquito killer machine, that can be reproduced in the industry, right? That can be used in the industry also. Like that, if it is a pen can be reproduced in the industry. Similarly, pen can be used in the industries or other applications, right? That is actually called applications or industrial application. It is not necessary only it should be used in industry, but in home or other places also it should be used. And that is why scientific principles like V equal to IR, that cannot be used, because that should be used in a industrial application and reproduced in the industrial application. How do you produce scientific principles or reproduce that as a prototype or a product in the industry? It is not possible, right? So scientific principles, mere scientific principles, will not be patented, right? The other important thing is, idea means it is not just the idea. You have to have a steps, inventive steps to develop the idea. For example, I can put like this, inventing time machine, which can take me to the past and future, may be my idea. But how do you do that? If there is no idea about how do you do that, then it is not a patented one. So mere ideas cannot be patented. You need to have how you are making that happening in the industry as well as reproduction in the industry. Without that steps, processing steps, you will not get patent. So novelty means finding a time machine is a novelty, one new thing, it is not available in the market. So finding time machine is a new one, novelty, the check is over. Second one, how do you make it? What type of technology we use? What type of processing we use to go back and future? That is actually inventive steps. Okay, and surely this is not obvious to everyone how the time machine works. And the third one is once you design a ship or something like idea of the patent or the product, then that can be reproduced in the industry as well as it can be used in the market also. So that is called industrial application. So once you pass these three, you will get patent on this. So this is all about patentability of your idea. And the last one is commercializing the product. Once you got patent, either you can sell your ideas or you can sell it as a product. It depends on individual choice. For example, again, let us suppose a pen, right? Writing pen, you have invented something new, right? So if you are able to reproduce that by starting a company, and if you are able to reproduce that pen, different pen, unique pen, then you can do it. Otherwise, you can sell your patented idea to a well-established companies. They will buy your ideas also. So you can sell it and you can get remuneration for that, or you can get yearly remuneration or some kind of percentage for your ideas. So it's our choice whether we can sell your ideas or you can sell it as a product, right? So this is all about commercializing your ideas into a product. Yeah, so that's all about patent, and the other slides are giving idea about trademarks and copyright. So I'll stop with it. I think I have completed my patent presentation at right time, 4 o'clock, right? And you can ask me any question or clarification required on this. I'll help you from my understanding. Any questions?
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
The Maunishwaran from EC department.
Yeah, please.
Sir, if we register a patent in our country, is that valid for every country or only in India, sir?
No. It is only available in India. It is a territorial.
Okay, sir. If we have to apply for another country, it's the same
You
process
can.
or is there any process
No,
difference?
there is a different process, different application, but you can do it. And similarly,
Okay,
other
thank
country inventions in to be patented in India, they should file separately here also.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Sir, Mabel Veronica from Secondary EC, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, why do we license a patent and why is it done, sir?
Sorry?
Why do we license a patent and why is it done?
No, why do you want patent, correct?
Yes, sir. Why do we license a patent?
Yeah, why do you want to license your idea actually, right?
Yes,
See,
sir.
if you are not protecting your idea, anybody can use it. Say, for example, you have conceived some ideas in your mind. You are telling that idea to your friend or your batchmate. So that batchmate, they develop a project and they make it as a product and they may sell it in the market. But idea conceived from your mind. If you are not protecting that with patent, anybody can use your idea. Others can sell it. See, I'll give you an example. That smiley image, right? Emojis. That emoji founder earns 4,500 crores per year because of the usage of this emoji, right? All over the country, because in Facebook we use, WhatsApp we use their emojis. So that emoji founder, they actually conceive 4,500 crores per year. 4,500 crores per year is not a small money, but actually that idea was conceived by someone else in America, but the patent is in someone else's name. Just imagine, that is like not patent, that is trademark. So if you conceive some idea and telling others, others can market it, you will lose the market. 4,500 crores is not a smaller money. So you need to protect your idea. It may be patent or it may be a trademark, symbols, logos, it could be anything. All the intellectual property should be protected. If not, others can misuse it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yeah, please.
I have another doubt, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, just now I clarified that we have to register a patent in different countries at different times. If I registered my patent in India, that patent belongs to me. If someone else registered the same patent in other country, what are the problems
No,
we will face?
they cannot get the patent for your idea. That is why I said patent is all over the world. But if you want to file a patent and if you want to make a market of your patent in that country, you have to file it separately. But patent checking is all over the world. You have developed
Okay,
a
sir,
pen.
okay.
that is considered as a worldwide invention.
Okay, sir. And then in how many countries we can own our patents, sir?
You can apply for any other countries, as many countries as possible, because every country has their own different rules and regulations, and you have to overcome that also. If in
Okay,
USA
sir.
they have their own set of patent rules and regulations and laws, and Japan, China, they have their own set of laws. So you have to overcome that law from country to country.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Pooja Maharana from EC department.
Okay.
So my
Yes.
question: how long your patent is accepted, sir?
How long patent is accepted means, what do you mean? Actually, validity
So
is 20 years.
validity, sir.
Yeah, validity is 20 years. It is there on the slide also.
Okay, sir. After the 20 years, we put a new patent, sir.
Yeah. That has actually become a public domain. Like Ponniyin Selvan is a public domain now, though it is a copyrighted document long back, but it is a public domain now because it has a validity of author's lifetime plus 60 years. After that, it is a public domain. Like that, we
Thank you
have
so
a
much.
20 years for patent. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anything else would like to ask?
Students, any other questions?
Ranjit.
Ma'am, if no question, we can wind up the session. Ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay, so at this juncture, I would like to thank the resource speaker, Mr. Jay Chandran, founder and CEO of JC Startup Filings. Thank you, sir, for taking your time and accepting our invitation yesterday only and giving enlightening about patents, how to turn our ideas into patents. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
I would
you.
also like to, yes, sir, thank you so much. I would all next time probably you can come in physical so that students still more will have a better idea of about what is patent, copyright, trademarks.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I also thank the principal, sir, vice president of IIC, the conveners and head of the department of EC for giving us this opportunity and all the participants for attending this session. Thank you all, and participants kindly fill the feedback form for your certificate, e-certificate. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll take leave. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.